Alright, we're back at Pips, Dice, and Games looking at more of these Firefight Strike Forces. This is a hometown favorite right here. We're looking at the Veer-myn Strike Force. So this is again in the series of you don't want to do the two-player starter because maybe you don't like the two factions in there. Maybe you don't want to have both factions, you want to focus on one faction. And maybe you don't want the two-player starter, like you don't have someone to split it with because maybe you'd rather do a split on the two-player starter. But like here, the Veer-myn catch your eye, right? You're like, I want to play just Veer-myn. They don't come in the two-player starter. This is how you do it. You grab this Strike Force, you grab your command dice box, you grab your Enforce List package, which also comes with the tokens. As I've shown before in the previous videos, it's the exact same books that come out of the two-player starter. There's your rule book. This is your Force List book. Tells you everything you need to do to use the models. Right, get all the rules for the game. Here's your token sheet. Gives you all the tokens you're going to need to be able to play the game. First boxes normally retail for 100. Here at Pips, we got them for 90. We got the book set is normally 45. We down here at Pips, we do it for 40. And the dice are normally 15. We do it for $13.49. We'll do a closer look at the actual Veer-myn box. You don't just get a bunch of basic infantrymen. You actually have options here. You have some basic infantrymen in the box. That's going to be these guys down here. These guys up here. Looks like they just kind of use... Looks like they got a mix of weapons. Like some basic assault rifles, some knives, some daggers, some maybe pistols, some hand-to-hand weapons in there, that kind of thing. You got these other... This squad, it looks like a squad of 10, a squad of 10, a squad of 10. And then you have... one of these is for sure going to be a leader, probably this guy. And then, not sure if this is maybe another leader character in this box, which would be pretty cool. This guy looks like he's got a sniper rifle. This dude looks like he's got a, I don't know, kind of some kind of cannon on his arm. These guys look real cool. They're basically the rat dudes, but they're like giganticized, and they got a bunch of armor on them. They got a bunch of drills and stuff on them. So it looks like you can set them up for close range or farther or ranged attacks if you want, because this guy here has a special, this guy here and this guy here, they're modeled with like a laser, big old laser cannon, or, yeah, it's probably some kind of laser cannon. Then you have these guys back here, which again look more like basic troops again, but the cool thing is these guys, you know, they're the rat dudes. They like to burrow under the ground and come at you in surprising ways, so they in this box, they give you this giant drill that your guys can transport in and pop up in the middle of the table somewhere. That's something that your opponent doesn't expect. And then you have these tunnelers, which I really like the look of, the circular treads and stuff, almost like tank treads that you got on here. And you got this like cutting blade in the front to help get through the terrain. And it's got little weapons and stuff, gears all over the place. The detail is really nice on these. I've seen some of these close up. But that's all in that box. Like, again, the value that Mantic gives you is ridiculous. This is a lot of models and not a very high price. A lot of times box sets like this wouldn't include like the big heavy supports that you'd have to get those separately, but here they actually give you, like I said, 2 of these tunnelers, 1 of these big drills, and again, what's cool is it actually shows you how you can do this with variations, because you have this where there's a weapon sticking out, you have this one with a different weapon sticking out, or you can go with the main style where the drills are all closed on each other. You have, tells you 2 tunnelers. You get 1 of this guy, 1 of that guy. You get 4 of these bigger, more elite guys that I was talking about, where some of them have drills and some of them have long-range weapons. And then you get 40 of the basic troop with, you can make 2 of this guy out of that basic troop. And then you can make 1 of this guy in there as well. Looks like a flamethrower, maybe, or a heavy-duty like minigun. But all in all, like that's 49 models in 1 box. That's really good. For $100, really good.